What's going on, brothers? I want to make a video about single mothers. And I know, guys, it's a plethora of single mother videos out there. It's like a whole bunch of them. There's so many single mother videos out there. I know it is, guys. I just wanted to make a video to keep messages like this circulating. And because there are new guys coming into this red pill knowledge. And some men out there, they think that it's okay to be with a single mother. So and to I say to myself, I have to catch myself, even when I talk to single mothers or date single mothers, to get around their kids, because you get guys like me who don't have kids, who want kids. So then you see kids and you see them smiling and happy and this and that. So in a sense, it's like your heart kind of pours out for that young child. But if you do date a single mother, don't wife them up, don't move in with them, don't spend money on their kids. That's something that you shouldn't do. That's something that you shouldn't do. And it's tough out here because as a black man, 70% of women in black communities, they single mothers. About 75, I'd say. Probably pushing 80. And so for me, as a young black man, who in a sense, I kind of got my stuff together, got an apartment, decent little car. My credit is decent. For me to go and date a single mother, that would be me spending money on another man's seed, me investing in another man's mistake. And you can't, in a sense, you really can't talk to women about this because, of course, a woman is going to try to defend it and all of this other stuff. She's going to try to defend her promiscuity. She's going to try to defend it. So it's not even good to even talk to a woman about a topic like this unless she's really submissive and she's really trying to hearken to what you're talking about. It's just so much to talk about when it comes down to single mothers. It's so much. And I won't even be able to cover it all. I won't be able to cover it all, but I'm gonna try. Yeah. Sorry, guys. So when I think about it, you as a man investing your money into another man's seed is not lucrative. It's not lucrative at all. I know a lot of us guys, we do it for constant sex, validation, and some of us, it's hard to find a woman who has no kids, but you'll be better off being alone. And in a sense, I've kind of had to learn that the hard way because I was in a relationship with a single mother and it just didn't end well. Different scenarios that you have to go through in dating single mothers, it's a possibility you'll have to confront the kid's father. It's a possibility that the child will throw his biological dad in your face when you try to go and discipline him. And even when it comes down to discipline, women, they'll try to protect the kid and try to nurture. They'll just try to protect the child. And I totally understand. But if you with a single mother and you keeping a roof over the kid's head, you buying kids clothes and sneakers and stuff like that, you guys going on trips, you investing in the child and this and that, and then you try to go and discipline the child, it's a possibility in some stepdad relationships, the mom will check you and let you know, like, hey, no, don't discipline my child. Don't set her on the path. Don't set him on the path, furthering emasculating you. You see? So I was with this one woman, and she was like, well, the guy that I was with, he used to whip my son. And I kind of looked at her like, that's what he's supposed to do. I didn't say it, but really that's what he's supposed to do. And I said to myself, yeah, I'm gonna have a problem with this woman. And in America, you don't, like, it's not legal to discipline kids. It's not legal. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you should, but I believe in the Bible and the Most High. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. And I say to myself, this is why a lot of kids nowadays, they're totally rebellious, especially the young women running rampant, just having a lot of sex with different men. They don't respect men. You got these feminists out here doing whatever they want to do. You got young girls out here dressing like they're grown, acting like they're grown, and they only 15, 16. You're not even of legal age, trying to have sex with grown men. And in some cases, you got men who catch statutory rape charges, who catch charges fooling around with young women that are minors. That's why I say coaches overseas, they, in a sense, some of them coaches, they got it right, because a woman should be controlled. Your 15, 16-year-old daughter shouldn't be able, 17-year-old daughter shouldn't be able to walk around the mall unchecked with booty shorts on, yoga pants on, with no man walking with her brother or her dad, none of that. She should be controlled, always. Women should be controlled because they're like kids. You have to look after them. You really can't trust them to do the right thing. In the Bible, the Most High warns men against women all the time. All the time. But, yeah, so those are a few different scenarios. And when you get in a relationship, when you enter a relationship with a single mother, in some instances, you're not gonna, she's not gonna be, the woman is not gonna give you her undivided attention most of the time because she's worried about them kids. She can't really never be at peace with you. You will never be her main focus because she's worried about her kids. That's her main focus. You see? So, and in a sense, so it's like she's putting you second or third, putting you in second and third place in a relationship because she's worried about her kids. She's thinking about her kids. And if you get with a single mother and the dad is crazy, it's a possibility you may go through some things with him. You got simp guys out here. If you discipline their kids and the kid go back and tell the dad, and especially black men, because we are emotional simps. We'll be ready to bust another man's head and this and that. If I was to have kids and the woman would take the kids away from me and throw me on child support, I have nothing to do with those kids anymore. I'm done with the kids. I'm done. You have me keep them, I'm gonna pay my child support, I'm going about my business. I wouldn't want to do that. I think child support is totally illegal, it's wrong, it's emasculating the men. Men can't survive due to child support. There's just so many negative variables when you look at child support, period. But yeah, you have these promiscuous women that'll divorce their husband over some petty stuff, irreconcilable differences, and then become a single mother. The only way you can wife up and or be with a single mother is if her husband died. That's the only way. And that's biblical. That's the only way. But nowadays, America promotes single mothers. And it's detrimental to our society as well, because if you look at a lot of the criminals that's in and out of jail, they come from a one-parent led household, mainly single mothers. Mainly single mothers. Mainly single mothers. And that's a problemo. That's a major problem. You got some kids that come up gay because they've been being raised in a single mother-led household. Especially a lot of the young black men nowadays. You step on his Jordans, he's ready to bust your head. He's way too emotional. Don't know how to deal with men because he never had his dad in his life. His mom took that away from him. But it's a lot to it when it comes down to single mothers and how detrimental they are to society. As men, do not get in a relationship with a single mother. That's something that you can't do. You got some men out here who are proud of it though. And they'll say stuff like, well, I'm the dad who stepped up. And us not being with single mothers, you as a man not being with single mothers, after a while, that will start to teach women around the country like, hey, you want to save your goods then. It's going to teach women to not be promiscuous and not sleep around. Because you got a lot of women out there that say, well, I can sleep around, there's really no long-term effects. But in some cases, some women, they have mistake babies sleeping around. See, as a man, I can stick and go. I can stick and move. But a woman can't do that because she's going to get stuck with kids. It's a possibility she'll get stuck with kids, and that's a major problem. You see? If you have a single mother-led household, 9 times out of 10, that woman's daughter, she gonna be a single mother as well. And get rid of her boyfriend and get rid of her husband. But economically, it's good for the economy because you got welfare, child support, especially in the black community, HUD, WIC, all these different incentives for these single mothers. In some countries overseas, if you become a single mother, you will be poor. You will be poor. So that's why in some countries, women, they really watch who they sleep with. You got some women who are 25, 30 years old that are still virgins. You see? But I gotta get back to work. This is so much to there's so much to this single mother topic. Single mothers are a joke. As men, we should not date single mothers, no matter what. I mean, being in a relationship with a single mother. You date them, fool around with them, but as far as wifing them up, that's a no-go. Because if she divorced her husband or left her boyfriend, what you think she gonna do to you? What you think she gonna do to you? All right, I'm gonna get on out of here, man.